doing some tweaking on the suspension, and it feels like the front is definitely not deflecting as bad as it has been. I've softened it up quite a bit. I think it's just used to, or being used to motocross suspension for so long, I was just running it way too stiff. The front end, I mean, it was deflecting off of everything. Every little bump, every little rock, root is beating me up. I've got a lot softer right now. It feels way better. I think I could even go a little softer, to be honest. Change the gearing. Been doing a lot to this thing. A little short on that. I don't think I'm gonna, I don't know. I'm not gonna get out on the trails too much today because, man, it's muddy. And this place at the Holler, if it's wet at all, man, it's like the slickest place you've ever ridden. I don't know what it is. It's something about the dirt here, but I guess it's in the name of the town, Clay City. I've always seen this little creek jump here. It don't look like it's, I ain't fooling with it today, but it wouldn't be that bad. It's like a 15, 20 foot gap over the creek, but yeah. It's one of them things I would hit it and be like, all right, that was not nearly as exciting as I thought it was going to be. But what do I want to do today? God, where did that thing come from? God, front end washed out so bad there. Yeah. For some reason, I just don't feel like doing this today. I'm being honest. Bike's feeling a little imbalanced. Might need to soften up the rear. Kind of getting a little kick. Okay. Did notice on maybe my last video I did, I sniff a lot. But I only do it when I'm riding, and I swear I think it's just from where those goggles are pushing down on my nose. So if that's getting on your nerves, sorry about that. My bad. Because even when I watched the video, I was like, dude, stop. Alright, slowed down. Or sorry. Soften the low speed compression on the shock by 3 clicks, and then when 1 click softer on the fork compression, maybe it'll be a little more balanced now. I don't know. We'll find out. Start hitting some stuff that should kind of throw me off. It'll tell me if it's right or not. See, I'm trying to remember. Bunch of little hill climbs here. Guess nobody wanted that handguard anymore. Big boy. Easy peasy. Got a new Brembo caliper on the front brake, because those Brake Tech front brakes, they kind of suck. Some people might like them, but I wasn't getting enough braking power to do stoppies. I know that sounds stupid because a stoppie is kind of a party trick, but honestly I use it sometimes. I know a lot of pros use it. And low speed stuff, like if you're stuck in a tight spot around some rocks and you're not at the right angle, you can kind of grab the front brake, do a little kind of stoppie in place, and work your back end around to get into a position you want to be in. And I just couldn't do that with those Brake Tech brakes. I mean, I could, but it was just frustrating having to grab 2 fingers and pull as hard as I could to get it to do it. And then with 2 fingers on, you don't have as much control over the throttle. So that was my thinking anyways. All right. Yep, that was a pretty big one. And it's slick. Like I was saying earlier, this dirt, man, it gets a little moisture in it, and it is slick. I got clothesline. Well, I tried. I mean, that'd be a pretty big old hop to get up that thing. I don't like being in that crack though. I didn't want to be. I should have rolled. I might do that. I should have, instead of going in the line I did, I should have rolled back here to the side of that, up to about that rock. That's maybe slightly over bike's length there. And then pop the clutch, front wheel up, pop the clutch again, and hopefully hop up. All right, upon further review, I don't think what I was talking about is going to be, I think it's going to work. Because if you look, that is exactly a bike length. And that ain't going to cut it. But I was kind of looking at is if you can keep your speed up. Hold on, let me put this back on. All right, if you could keep your speed up, pretty good speed, around that, come up here, try to pump that rock so you maintain traction, stay on the gas, and do a splat using that rock as a kicker, splat into this big rock and land up there. But the bad thing is, as soon as your back tire hits this big rock where it's angled, it's going to want to kick you that way. There's a cliff off that way. But it would be cool.
not, at least we know it's close.
Yeah.
Because I think that creek is just the creek that's right there when you jump over that wooden. And we actually get into the area. I think that's where we parked right there, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, I think I've almost lost my key here before my backpack has been open. And I left it at the truck.